getting attacked this morning. Can't even walk by. Good morning. Good. Damn. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hey y'all, welcome back to a new video. I'm sorry I left y'all hanging over like the Vlogmas series. I was actually doing really good and I was posting a lot. I was actually posting like 3 to 4 videos a week, sometimes even more than that. And yeah, basically kids got out of school for their Christmas break and it just was a lot. I also realized that I really just needed a break and just be more present with my family for the holidays, and I chose to just stop uploading, stop filming. I did have some videos pre-filmed and I still do, and I haven't even shared those yet. But yeah, I just took a little break and it's been nice, and that's what we have been up to. We had hi Zoe, good morning. We had Christmas, which was wonderful. Today is New Year's Eve actually, so we're going up to my family's property for New Year's Eve. We do that every year. Hey, don't pester. I feel like you came up here just to bother. Oh. Ow, stop it with your paws, they're so big. Ow, no. What? He still bothers her. Nox-a-roni. Hey, alright, get down. Nox down. Okay, so yeah, Christmas was fun this year because we actually got to see the kids open their gifts. We ended up having to we wrapped the hallway up so where like when they came out of their room they wouldn't be able to see the gifts. They had to actually tear down the paper, so we were up extra early and then we told them they could rip the paper down, so that was fun. We got to see their reactions to not only their gifts, opening their gifts, but like reaction to the whole tree and Santa bringing stuff, and that was really fun to be able to see. We haven't got to see that in a long time because typically our kids will wake us up. They'll be like, oh, Santa came, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning and they want to open gifts, but we were up early and got to see all that. We spent all of Christmas Day at home. We don't go anywhere on Christmas, but then the next day we went to my mom's, did Christmas with her, and then I've just been really busy, on the go a lot. We did a massive, my mom and I went to a couple stores, got a ton of food. I started stocking up on just food in general. I'm trying to do a lot better with my grocery budget, so I worked on that. Then cleaning the house, organizing, working on the building. So not much really has been going on behind the scenes that I haven't shared, just being more present and not filming. And editing really is what takes the most time. Filming, I can film all day, every day, and that doesn't bother me, and it doesn't seem to bother anybody else. Like, no one will even notice I'm filming. But what gets me is sitting down to edit. It's the editing part that takes me a while, especially when I'm filming on my actual camera. Today I'm filming on my phone. This video I can have up within an hour or two. But when I'm filming on my camera and having to sit down and upload the footage to my computer, edit it, and then import it, it takes so much time. And it's a little bit more time consuming, which is totally fine. I don't mind editing. It's the time. And with the kids being out of school right now and needing my full attention, that is where I've had like a little bit of a struggle trying to get content up during this little break. So anyway, it's fine. I'll get caught up. And now I have footage caught up. So once I get it all going, hopefully I'll be a little bit of ahead, so that way if I do have a day or two where maybe I'm a little behind, it won't matter because those videos, I'll have a little bit more time to work, which is nice because I have spent pretty much my entire YouTube career on this like steady hustle. Film, edit, upload, film, edit, upload. And it's been like that for so long that I'm used to that and I don't mind that hustle, but it is nice sometimes to just have a little bit more time to work on things and not feel so rushed. And that's like my biggest goal for 2025 is just to slow the heck down. Learn to relax, learn to take a day or two off during the week, because I don't do that. I'm definitely a busybody. I'm always on the go. I'll say like I'm gonna have a chill day and then I end up working on something or painting or doing something work-wise, and I'm trying to learn to just be more present and have more time off. Although this job is, a hobby and it's something I enjoy so much, there are days I still need to like unplug, and I'm learning that. And I'm trying to just find that balance. I'm still trying to find that balance after all these years. But anyway, that's where I've been. Nothing crazy. We did get the flooring done in the building though. Y'all, I cannot wait. to show you the flooring. I have a vlog coming up where I'm picking out the flooring. Like there's other videos that are going to come out before you see that, so just bear with me. I have some footage, like I said, that was already ready to go. I just haven't shared yet. But anyway, I wanted to tell you my goals for 2025, because that's really like what today's video is just kind of chatting about what the plan is for 2025. Okay, let me adjust the lighting a little bit and fix this. Okay, so here is my vision board. Now, before we begin, I gotta say, I have always seen people do vision boards around this time of year, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's really cool, but I'm an adult. I don't need to do that. And listen, I don't care how old you are, never stop doing things that are fun or that you might feel like are too immature for you or something. Not that this is immature at all, because now that I've actually created one, I'm like, look, this is like legit. When you physically cut magazines and find words and you find things that like inspire you and you glue it onto a page and create like your own look, it feels different than like pinning things on Pinterest or taking screenshots or even heck sharing on social media. When you physically make a copy of something yourself, it just feels different, and it was really fun to do. The kids enjoyed it as well. We did it last night super late, like we could not sleep, so I was like, let's create some vision boards. So it was honestly probably a mistake at first. It was going a little south because we had one pair of scissors. We have like 50 pairs of scissors in this house, and tell me why we could only find one pair. And so we were all sharing a scissors, all three of us, and but we ended up pulling it off. Like each of us took a couple minutes with the scissors and cut out a couple things, and then while they were gluing, the other one used the scissors, and we just kind of took turns. But anyway, this is my vision board. I'll show you guys like up close what it looks like. So I'm just gonna walk you through my ideas for the year. So starting at the top, it says my 2025. Right at the top of the list is self-care. This is really important to me. Number one on the list is taking care of myself, learning to slow down and focus on taking care of myself so I can be the best version of myself for everyone that I love, and I can just do better in all aspects of my life. Next up, right under that, I do have a little art picture right here. We have some flowers and some books, and that just represents self-care, doing things that I love, painting. The flowers are just a representation of self-care, and the books is just taking time to read. Next under that is my truck. Not my truck, but just a representation of my truck. And that is because we are wanting to try to pay that down as much as possible this year and work on tightening the budget, which is why I have all this right here. It says tighten budget, $10,000, and assess your spending. And then it has like a little phone here with expenses. How cool is that I found that in the magazine? But yeah, this is big this year, is really cutting back on spending, finding things that I've just wasted money on and just not spending money on those things, really trying to focus on saving so we can eventually find our forever home. That is the biggest goal. We're probably not going to be able to do that in a year. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen within this year, but who knows? If we work real hard, you never know. By the end of the next year, we could be in a different position, and you just never know. And I'm hoping that interest rates and prices start going down a little bit so we can start looking to find something with a little bit more land and a little bit more peace. That's ultimately what I'm looking for, is a peaceful home. If you know, you know. But anyway, moving on, we also have a large kitchen here. The kitchen just represents home cooked meals, being just in the kitchen more, learning to cook, enjoying it with the family. So that's why I put a large kitchen. And this kitchen is just absolutely stunning, by the way. I actually want to do the open shelving in my kitchen again. This picture inspired me to do that. At the top here, I put delightful. Just work on being a little bit more delightful and just nicer in all aspects of life. Be kind to yourself, practice gratitude, revisit minimalism, and then I put home DIY projects, recycle and upcycle. That is just, who I am as a person. I love DIY. I love, flipping things and making something old into something new. So that's definitely always going to be on a vision board of mine. And then you can see here, I actually found home cooked, which is perfect to go with the kitchen because that is something I would love to work towards, is home cooked meals more. I obviously found a picture of my kids. I put that here because they are a top priority always. And then revitalize is here at the bottom. It says do something surprising. And then summer, I do want to have maybe like a small staycation at the beach or something would be fun. So I put that on here as well. And then next to the home picture, there's a little couch and books and coffee. And that is also a representation of slowing down and just taking some self-care days. So as you can see, my whole vision board is really just about taking care of myself, saving money. That is the biggest top 2 goals for the new year for myself. And yeah, I love this. I want to frame this and like hang it up somewhere because it's just really cool. Maybe even hang this up in the bathroom where you get ready every single day. That's a good idea. Like who cares if it's not like aesthetic? That's something else I wanted to share with you guys too, is like, you know, for the longest time, my channel here has been DIYs and making my home beautiful on a budget. And while I love that and I'm always going to be doing that, I also want to find the peace to like not have the most aesthetic home all the time. And I feel like I have been I have kind of went more that direction. Like you've noticed, like my room is not the most aesthetically pleasing space. I mean, look at that. What is that? And I'm learning to not care as much. Like if it's lived in, it's comfortable, we're safe and happy, it doesn't matter what your house looks like ultimately, as long as it just feels like a safe place for you. So that is something I wanted to work on, is not caring so much about things being perfectly aesthetic, like Pinterest worthy. But I think more people get inspired by real life than they do this Pinterest board, you know? And yeah, I just want to focus more on just living life and stop carefree, being carefree as well. That's another one of my top things, is just self-care, being more carefree, slowing down, focusing on our budget, really cutting back a lot. I also have found that I am this year in particular, I spent a ton of money on unnecessary things that I thought were going to make me happy or help fix a problem that I had. And you know, there's just some things that moving into 2025 that I will not be repurchasing, or that I'm just going to try really hard to stay and avoid as much as possible. And so if you guys are interested, I'll tell you a couple of those things really quick. Number 1 is skin and hair care products. Oh my gosh, you guys. I have this thing, well, I've gotten a little older and I've noticed aging. You think that you're going to find this magical cream that's just going to eliminate all these fine lines, and that's just not the case. And you end up trying cream after cream after cream, and in reality, it just causes more skincare or skin issues. And I would just want to work on being more content with the aging process. To look or feel beautiful, you have to find that beauty within. Beauty within is much more important than the outer appearance, in my opinion. You could be the most beautiful person in the world, but if you have a shitty attitude, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can tell if someone's ugly or not just from their personality, in my opinion. Anyway, so just stop buying like so much skincare that I think is going to magically erase the fine lines and the beauty of aging. So I'm just going to try to embrace that a little bit more. Hair care products. Y'all know I've been dealing with alopecia for a while now. And it was really concerning, and I tried everything under the sun to make the alopecia go away. And I noticed that the more creams and things that I was trying, it's almost like it was making it worse or causing me more anxiety because of the side effects of the products. And so no more. I'm just gonna let my body naturally heal and hope for the best. And you know, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It is what it is. If that's something else I won't be buying. So skin, hair care products. I also will not be buying any more organizational products. You guys, every single year around this time, I get in this crazy declutter organizing phase where I just want to like purge my whole house and create this Pinterest worthy aesthetic home. And I buy all these organizing bins, and guess what? They never work. I'm still in the same boat I was last year. This year, the only difference is everything's now contained in little containers, but it's just every container is so full of little just randomness. It's going to take me years to go through all this stuff. So no more containers. I'm not going to buy any more organizational bins or anything like that. Next up is I'm going to cut back on buying clothing. I spent so much money on clothes this year, specifically from Amazon. A lot of the reason for that was convenience, not having to actually physically go to the store, just being able to click buy and get it delivered right to the door within 2 days. And I have purchased a lot of clothing, and I went through all my clothes, and I donated, well, I say donated, I gave them to a friend, and she's got girls, so they were all able to go through the clothes. And it was so nice to be able to give them those things, but it was also eye-opening. It was 3 large black garbage bags full of clothing that I purchased that I wore maybe once. Some things I didn't even wear, it had tags on it, just a waste of money. And I don't know if it was like a midlife crisis or the fact that I had gained some weight back from weight loss or what, but not even a midlife crisis. That's ridiculous to even say that. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know what it was, but I just felt like, I felt like I needed to buy new clothes to like feel good and to look good, and that's just not the case. I still wear the same crap I always wear. I love my leggings and I love my athletic wear. That's what I wear, and that's what makes me feel comfortable, and that's what makes me feel good, and I don't care what anybody else thinks. So I'm just gonna stick to what I love and wear what I like. Some days I dress up, some days I don't. Some days I choose to be more comfortable than others, and that's that. So that is one of the other things that I'm gonna cut back on. And if I do need new clothing, I'm going to try to just go thrifting and find secondhand clothing, so I'm spending a lot less. No more Amazon clothing this year. Coffees, that's something else I'm going to cut back on buying, and I have done so good. I'm so proud of myself. Over the past couple weeks, I have tremendously cut back on the amount of Dunkin' Donuts coffees I've purchased. It was getting to the point where I was at least buying a coffee every other day. Sometimes, some weeks were daily. If I just was feeling a little lazy and I just wanted to run and grab a coffee instead of making one myself. And sometimes being treated to a coffee is nice, just to like, when someone else makes you something, it almost it tastes better. It's like if you make a grilled cheese, it's not good, but if your husband makes you a grilled cheese, it's like the best grilled cheese you ever had in your life. That's how my coffee is sometimes. Like sometimes I just need someone to make it for me, so I feel like, I don't know, I'm getting treated to something special, but I am cutting back on that. I'm trying to perfect my at-home coffee, and I feel like I've done a pretty good job. Got my coffee in here, and it is delicious. If you guys are interested in seeing a really good at-home coffee recipe that tastes pretty darn close to the Dunkin' Donuts latte, let me know and I'll share it. So that's something else I'm cutting back on purchasing. What else? There was a couple other things. Oh, exercise equipment. Lord knows I have every type of exercise equipment that you could possibly think of. I'm cutting back on buying that. No, I'm not actually going to buy anything exercise related again, because I have everything I need to work out. And I also have a gym membership as well. There's no need for me to buy any more weights or any more things that I think are going to motivate me. I have more than enough, and a lot of times my best workouts are just using body weight. So definitely cutting back on buying workout equipment. I'm trying to think. There was a couple other things. I can't think of anything right now off the top of my head, but just little things like that I've spent a lot of money on. And those little things add up so quickly. So we're definitely going to be making some adjustments to work towards the big goals. Paying off debt, saving more money, finding that forever home, and during that whole process, working on finding peace and happiness and living more carefree. So that's my ultimate goals for 2025. Definitely looking forward to this year. I think it's going to be an amazing year. I also, like, towards this end of the year, there's been little parts of me that I have been struggling with and dealing with in silence. I haven't shared publicly about these things, and oh my gosh, y'all, my legs are falling asleep from sitting like that. And I do feel like closing out 2024, that I allowed parts of that to heal finally, and I think that's also given me a lot of peace. It was a lot of built up stress and anxiety I was dealing with those things. I'm not going to talk about it right now. Maybe one day I'll share like what it is, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like a part of me has healed this year, and I'm super grateful for that, because it was something that was really bothering me. And why am I about to cry? I feel like a little bit more at peace moving into the new year, and I've let go of some like built up anger and stuff that I've had for so many years, and it feels good to kind of like learn to let that stuff go and focus on the future and not necessarily the past. So there's that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and hanging out today. I hope you guys have an amazing New Year's with your family. Be safe. Number one top priority is be safe this year, you guys. Because I know New Year's is like that time of year where everyone's out drinking and not being smart. Do not drink and drive. Be safe. And yeah, enjoy your family and friends. And I hope that you guys have an amazing, amazing 2025. And I hope that we do as well.